let's
Yes.
take a look at this PowerPoint, which I design every single time, every single quarter.
Okay.
I design a PowerPoint presentation. So look at this. This is the pictures of the property right around there.
What a nice presentation. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
Did
you.
this gal in the Philippines organize this for
Okay,
you?
I do this one, but then I will be
okay.
getting, this is the entrance to the property, my cafe, that's the swimming pool, a sign, cafe.
Wow.
This was the newspaper article which was featured on this property before I bought it. This is
okay.
192 units, 192 units.
Wow.
And then,
Okay.
of course, that's how I go about, I usually do 10 minutes. My investors join in on GoToMeeting. I record it just like this one.
Okay.
I go over each and everything, right there. Is doing well. Demand for strong. We wanted to announce. We just accepted. This is another property I bought in 2013. We paid only 5.225. We accepted, 7.4 million from the buyer. So 41% increase. Not bad at all, So now,
that's fantastic job. Yep. Wow.
So thank you. And all these P&L, I do clippings and bring them. Authenticity is a big thing. A lot of people show just the numbers. You can manipulate numbers, but investors want to know what the real things are. So it's good to bring the copies of the reports into the PowerPoint, and then attach the copies. So like we made in January, $23,000 from this property, net income after paying everybody. This was the income, $134,000. This is what we paid for investor activities, public relations in that month. I mean, it was high number here, then very low number otherwise. So they must have bought some, Valentine's Day things and some other stuff like advertising, travel, if there is any contract services. That's our big money. I think we paid for some of our, contract services with the pool, landscaping, all that stuff there. Insurance expense right there, legal, repair and maintenance, taxes. That's property taxes right there, expenses. And utilities right there, office expenses, management fees, bank fees, and payroll expenses. Look at that. So every single expense total came to 72 out of that. So we made 64,000 NOI for that month and 78,000 in February, 79 in March. And then we paid the mortgage principal, paid the interest expenses, and also paid the capital reserve, which the lender requires, and we get reimbursed later on. So total expense, which is non-operational, is 40,901. You deduct it from here, NOI minus this is equal to our net income. So we made 23,000 in January, 37,000, pretty good money in February, and 38,000 in March. Total, we made close to 100,000 in 3 months.
Nice. I see why your investors like you.
They love me. Look at this here. Albion is making $1,000 per day. Is that cool or what?
Oh, nice. That is cool. Yep, that is cool.
Look at that. So, that's from terrific. January 16 to December 16. We made 365,000.
Wow, that is terrific.
Net income. Huh? And then,
hey, Vinney, what is your most common improvement of properties? I mean, what's the most common stuff that?
Good point.
It seems like the ideal property is one that's been scraggling a little bit. They're behind on their maintenance, probably behind on their market rents, and
Totally, I agree with you. I'll show you after this PowerPoint. Like my villas at Riverside is a property which we're going to increase value by 40 to 60% within a year. 1 year and a half.
Oh my God!
I know.
Within a year and a half, it's crazy fast.
I know. Well, this property is also, even though this property I bought, this was my first property, by the way, Gary. I bought it in the Houston area, south of Houston, not in proper Houston, but I bought one property, Cambridge, 2013 with my old company, with my partner. And the manager told me, Mr. Vinney, we got 25 people in the waiting list. 100% occupied. Cambridge is the property.
Wow. Oh, my Lord, a waiting list. Jeez.
I started to look into it. I said, what are you talking about? She says, yeah. And they have been totally 100% occupied for 3 years in a row. No delinquency. And it's a beautiful bedroom community. So I said to myself, my gosh, let me do my own research. Why this is happening in that area, south of Houston.
Right.
So that's when I bought, in 1 year later, I bought this property. Yep. And this property was fully renovated by the people who sold it to me, and Ricky and Tony. They are really great people. I like them. And they did total repositioning, put $2.6 million into it when I bought it.
Wow.
Before I bought it, even they did all new plumbing from ground coming out and going back in through the apartments, new landings, new staircases, new interiors, new roofs, new leasing office. I mean, everything was brand new.
Oh, my God. Wow.
And I paid $8.7 million. $8.7 million. I bought it on November 19th, 2014, but they were not doing increasing rents. They were not doing the RUB system, the utilities bill back system. I implemented those two. I only fixed the parking lot. That's the only thing I've done. Put in $72,000 to get the new parking, a nice parking lot.
Yes.
That's all I did. Its value is grown by $3 million.
That is incredible. Yeah.
In 2 years.
That's terrific.
That's 100% increase because I raised 2.550 to buy it. And I gained in equity $3 million already. So 60% goes to the investors. So I said, okay, to the investors, 60% your share, or it's 30% growth per year. So they got cash flow separately, Gary. Plus they also have made 30% per year in equity gain.
Wow. Yeah, that's fantastic.
So this is my slide.
Yeah. So your Riverside's going to be
much
a home
bigger.
run. Just saying.
Oh, very big, very big. I will say, definitely it will be. But look at that. I give them complete rendition. Preferred rate is 2.2222, and then I paid them 2.22 and 3.6 because the property at the end of the year we reconcile. So last year,
I see.
2%, 2%, 2%. We keep on giving, right? Because it's 8% preferred.
I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we do.
And so, I see. So if you make more than the 8, then you just kind of hold that at the end of the year. Huh?
Right.
Okay.
Then we give it to them.
Well, that makes the accounting a lot easier.
Much easier, Gary. Much easier. I've done the other way where we were paying for 5 years, 6 years, I think. Our investors, every quarter, the numbers were changing. And, it was not good for them. Some very good friend of mine told me about this new technique. I loved it. I grabbed on into it, and I've been doing it ever since. Always,
It's a great technique. You have so many little nuances that make such a big difference. I think just the ease of that, and it takes the confusion out. The investors feel stable.
Yes. Yes.
Makes
and the other
a whole
good
lot
part
more
is
sense.
I use bill pay service, which is free at your bank account.
Yes.
So Wells Fargo bill pay, they mail out 510 checks or something go out from our company now to invest quarterly returns. So, we don't have to print a single check. They print them,
beautiful.
mail them. So we save a lot of money, Yeah.
Yes.
Then I showed the investors, so actually you made last year 9.62% cash flow, but you also built the equity gain of 30% last year. So actually
you're
making 40%.
In 1 year.
In 1 year. And then I showed them.
That'll keep them happy.
Totally. So cash flow distributions of Q1, Wells Fargo bill pay by April the 19th. It takes us 10 days to reconcile all the books after the end of the quarter. Takes 10 days
Oh, for
or
sure.
so.
Yeah.
So like it's about
Sure.
April 10th or 12th. Then I meet with my accounting, director. We go over all the things and make sure, everything is all done correctly. And then our whole operation is totally transparent because our investors can ask for invoices, bank statements, general ledgers, bids, of course, P&Ls, profit and loss statements, everything, rent
Right.
rolls.
Yes.
They can ask for anything, totally transparent for them, and that's what really
Yes.
has helped us a lot for us to, provide them the best service, and they like it.
Right.
And I would
Yep.
too,
Yeah.
So that's how we give Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And then the fourth one, we reconcile, in the fourth quarter to pay them by the January 19th of the next year, right? Oh, look at this here. I didn't change this
Right.
one. I changed everything. Forgot.
Oh, okay.
So I could go back
good.
and change it, right now to 6. What did I do here? I know this is my Mac, a new computer I just bought, MacBook Pro.
okay.
I like it. Yeah, I really like this one. And it's very fast, no viruses, all that stuff, and I like that.
Yeah.
Because that's
Nice.
much, much better. And then we do this one. I show to my investors because not all the investors know who are in what property, even though I have a small base.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah. So no investor wants to give information to anybody else that how much they've invested. And it should be total privilege, So nobody knows who is in what. They come into live presentation, yes, and they ask me questions and I address them by their first name. But then we record the whole presentation and then we send a link to all the, like I do this for you. I'll be sending it to you, right? I'll be giving it to you and you'll be able to listen to it and, and go back and look at. So these are all the new properties that I've kept on buying. And these are their addresses and everything. And then, of course, these are the two I closed in November, December, the last 10, last of the 10, right there. And then I have this question suggestions. We take pride in being the very transparent company. We are SEC compliant, 100%. We are knowledgeable. We are transparent. We are personable, and we have the experience, and then they could reach me anytime whatsoever. They never have to wait for the quarterly meetings. They can text me, email me. I'm very available, to all my investors, and that helps a lot, helps very, very much. And then I show them, like this was the property I was selling. I was a great off-market Atlanta multifamily. So I put towards the end of presentation, I tell them about new opportunities coming.
Yes. Right.
So that way I do it, and then I do recent marketing and pictures gallery because a lot of people, you want to be, done with it, right? So those who want to know more about the property, how well it's looking and all that, look at that. Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, the pictures are beautiful. Oh, beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, these are all, and that's why we are very, very proud of every community we buy. We bring value. This is done by Banavi, by the way, my graphic artist. These are trifold flyer, and we print them very nicely from Vista Print, and they give me 30 to 40% off always. Everybody gets it, but it's wonderful service. All our business cards, all our flyers, everything is done by Vista Print printing, and this floor plan. So this is what the residents get when they come to the property. They took a tour of the property. Then our manager gives them whichever plan they want. They put down the rent and the deposit and everything,
I see. Oh, very nice. Yep. I got to get going on my investor base. That's going to be my thing.
So glad to chat with you, Gary. And please, get your investor list going. Next time when you and I talk and visit on the, video, let's have a lot of people and you have talked to them and you have given so many times your elevator pitch, and then also get all the more economic data, for Portland area.
Yeah.
Right. So do all those assignments,
right.
because
yes.
you've got to immerse yourself into this, position so that you can go much faster. Some people take weeks and weeks to get that data.
Yes.
In my mind, it should not take you but more than 2, 3, 4 hours, and put them so big
right.
and
yes.
start underwriting. And then you did learn, the underwriting tool. Did I send you another PowerPoint presentation? I just did it, recorded last week on the underwriting. I'll send you that one too.
Yes, you did. I have that one. It's excellent.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Good.
It was most
and
helpful.
I'll send you my revised template. I've been improving on it always. I'll send you my revised template also, which you can duplicate and then underwrite the properties. Okay? All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gary. You have a blessed day. Talk to you.
Awesome. You have a blessed day as well, Vinney. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.